I got them glasses on, I'm gnarly, I'm Superman. I might just step up in the party, I'm Superman. I got the dancing like I'm Harley, I'm Superman. I got a queen with me, she Harley, I'm Superman. I got them glasses on, I'm gnarly, I'm Superman. I might just step up in the party, I'm Superman. I got the dancing like I'm Harley, I'm Superman. I got a queen with me, she Harley, I'm Superman. I got them glasses on, I'm gnarly, I'm Superman. I might just step up in the party, I'm Superman. I got the dancing like I'm Harley.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good night, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is, depending on where you are in the US and even outside the US. And I wanted to start this podcast off by giving a shout out to this podcast sponsor, Apex. Guys, they have amazing products such as Bluetooth products. They even have just simple things like napkins, clothing. They have a whole lining of things that you guys could check out. So, apex.com, if you use promo code YO instead of using use 4 zeros. It's gonna get you up to 30% off. So it's gonna be different tonight. Everything was scheduled. Okay, there she is. All right, so I didn't know what we was working with. So you guys know Monday through Wednesday is Didi and Slim Shell's podcast days, and then the following days would go as me and Fanny. And so I didn't really know what was going on because I did reach out to you, Slim Shell. I think maybe he was charging or something. But we can get this thing started. I'm gonna bring Slim Shell and Didi up. I believe this is their last day this week. Let me check the calendar. Thursday. Oh, it's me and Fanny's day. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so it's me and Fanny's day to go. Slim Shell, Didi, if y'all can keep the chat interactive for me. Y'all got to keep me up to date with this stuff. Y'all know I be so busy with the show, the film, and everything else, and music. So Fanny, I'm gonna drop the link for you. And due to us being under schedule right now, we're gonna be winging it. So just follow my lead. We're gonna get this thing. Marcus, Leonica, what's going on? Thank everybody for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all presence really makes a difference over here on this channel. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me though, cause this whole Bluetooth microphone thing is still very also new to me. I like to thank the team because somebody mentioned Paprika. I don't know if she knows we're live or not. Y'all mentioned Paprika. Let her know we over here doing the thing. Helen, I seen you too. Thank you for coming through, sis. Head rap queen for sure. Mods, y'all know things get crazy every now and then, so just be looking out for the troll. The moment they come in asking some suspicious questions, just get rid of them automatically. We ain't even gonna wait till it pop off and that like that. The moment a question just seem unorthodox to y'all or out of pocket, because they be coming here asking those questions, just get rid of them. Fanny, what's going on? How you doing? Yo, Miss Fanny,
Can
okay,
you hear me?
you got a mad delay over there. I don't think you hear me until like 7 seconds after I say my sentence. It's like some news broadcast type stuff. It's gonna be awkward. All right, so while we wait on Fanny to get her stuff together, Fanny, get it together over there, girl. Use your other device. I don't know if you're using a little desktop or something. You better get it together. Come back up, and we can start this thing. We got Queen in a building. Let me let y'all know while I'm waiting on Miss Fanny to come back up here. Man, listen, if y'all think the last episode we dropped was obnoxious or something else, man, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna explain it to y'all like this. Just a short description of how much work is put into this stuff. I have to create literally five. Like, all right, so there's five cast members: me, Fanny, DT, Queen, and of course Joshua, right? And so whatever scene I create, I pretty much have to put all those characters into that scene. And so I have to create the structure first. So it's not just like I create these characters and they pop up as Josh and Queen and me. I had to create the structure first. Then after I create the structure on all of these photos, I have to add facial analytics center. And so usually my program will let me add all the faces at the same time. Last night was different. I had to add each and every face one by one on 12 photos, but each and every photo, the 12 photos, I had to make 5 times a piece. So 12 times 5, and then after that, then I had to add the faces on it. So I end up like 50 pictures. I had to end up putting the faces on. Let's see what's going on with Fanny. She can come back up. Yo, Fanny. All right, maybe she trying to get it together over there. Oh, Crystal to step through. What's going on, Crystal? I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. We trying to get it together, y'all. So just give us a little bit of time. We 6 minutes into this thing. Already gave the sponsor a shout out. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to everybody who's been tapping in. But y'all got to tap in on that super good versus evil. This thing right here is something else, man. It's a monster. I believe the more episodes we do, the better it's gonna get. But this one right here is what's crazy about y'all. Hold on, let me get my kids quiet. All right, y'all. Look like we got Fanny back on the radar. Let's see if we can get her going right now. Yo, Fanny. Oh, she is having some crazy connection issues over there. I thought my issues was bad at first.
Is this better?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Sorry
All
about
right,
that.
you good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. So let's get straight into it. And I think the first topic I wanted to discuss is the safety for children. You know, and when I say children, I mean the teenagers as well. And sometimes these 20-year-old, 21-year-old, guys and girls can be kids at the mindset as well. I was watching some videos last night to have some content for Toxic News, and it's crazy how many kids, babies, and children are victim of domestic abuse and just all type of things every single day. Somebody commented and they say, "Yo," they asked me, they say, "Yo, TSM, you not gonna do a Toxic News on?" They say Big Boogie, his sister just died in a car crash, and I'm like, "Yo, if you didn't know Big Boogie as a rapper, would that be a topic for you still to come to me and ask me to talk about?" And so I had to pretty much explain to that guy, instead of going for the celebrity news, I can care less about that. I want to tap in what's going on with these children. For the people that can't speak up for themselves, these kids ain't got no voice. They got little platforms, but they can't really speak up for themselves. What's your take on all of this?
I personally think it's disturbing because you know how I feel about children. I don't play about children. I don't care who children they are. I just feel like it's really sad because children are now being targeted as well as women. And don't get me wrong, this is nothing disparaging to a man, but children are being targeted at an all-time high. And as a parent, especially as a single parent, do your due diligence to protect your children. Don't just bring everybody around your children. And sometimes you got to protect your children from your own family, people that you even know. So, I mean, me, I'm a helicopter mom. I'm all up and through my kids' business. I want to know who they know, where they going, and things of that nature. We just moved in the neighborhood, and my girls, they immediately want to go outside and play and hang out with other little kids. And it's like, I don't mind you going outside playing, but you're absolutely not going in nobody's home. That's just what it is. I don't care how good they look. I don't care if they look safe. And the question is, I talk to my girls every day about good touch, bad touch. And just because somebody looks safe, that don't mean that they are safe.
You said something very intriguing. You said you got to watch out for family members too. and people that's just close in general. And so, the last video I did watch last night was this 12-year-old girl, very beautiful. She did social media and things like that, and the way that their apartment was set up, was it was back deck to back deck. Basically, it was adjacent. And like if you're in your apartment and you go look out the back patio or whatever, then you can see the neighbors across. You can see their patio, and etc. And so this girl used to do her little dance videos on TikTok, and not knowing it, right across her older cousin, it was like, think he was like 31 years old. Her older cousin was watching her while she was doing those TikTok videos, but nobody really was thinking nothing of it. And then the little 12-year-old girl came up missing. And y'all can pretty much figure out the rest of the story. She got found in a river, bottomless, no clothes on, and it ended up being her cousin that done this to her. And so it's just like, yes, you definitely hit the needle on that one. I don't want people to get it confused and look at blood and say that blood is gonna be more safer than strangers. It's gonna be even all the way around. If that baby didn't come from you personally, then you are somebody to watch out for around my children.
I absolutely agree. That includes family, friends, loved ones, your neighbors, whoever. Never take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your children, especially those who can't defend themselves or speak up for themselves, because they children are grown and they're usually groomed at a very early age. And when they're groomed at a very early age, fear is instilled in them. And that's the one thing as a parent, know your children, have a relationship with your children, because you will notice the signs in their changing behavior, how they are around certain people, and pay attention to that, because children know they can sense the good and bad in an adult. And they don't always be adult. They can be grown by older children. And I think that's
Absolutely. And
what
I'm
people
sorry,
don't.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. And I think that's something that people are naive about. They're thinking like my 8 year old, my 10 year old, my 12 year old could never. Yeah, your 8, 10, and 12 year old could, especially if they have been assaulted as well and it went untreated. It went Nobody took care of it. Nobody paid attention to their child. So children are very expressive. They're like sponges. They soak everything in. And as a parent, do your due diligence to pay attention to your child's behavior. Don't ignore it. Don't ever say, not my child. Yes, your child.
Yes, absolutely. You know, the thing with that too, Fanny, is it's not just little girls. It's boys as well. And so, just be protective, of both. Because everybody. If you connected with me, y'all know I was definitely a victim for years. And women do these things to kids too. Just in case y'all don't know.
That's
As a matter of
true.
fact, it's a little bit, probably 10% more women is doing this than men. And the thing is, the women are doing it to both genders more often, and then and so it's just scary. Be careful of any environment. I don't care if you at church. I don't care if it's your pastor. I don't care if it's your kid's teacher. I don't care if it's your sister. Oh, just any and everybody as a threat. Just look at it as that way. And so that's gonna be our first topic. The second topic I want to get into is self care, some health care, and I'm gonna let you start off with that one, with you being the woman right now above. And I know women are crazy about self care, so I'm gonna let you drive in on that one.
I got a little different spin on that. Normally, self care, women think about, getting your hair done, your nails done, massages, pedicures, and different things like that. I want to have a different take on self care. Take care of your mental health, because as women, and this is nothing against men because I'm men, go through it too, but I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. Take care of your mental health, because you're working, you're taking care of children, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking children where they need to go, you're helping with homework. If you're a married person, You making sure your husband is good, whatever the case may be. Take care of your mental health. And that can be going off meditating, going for a walk, going out to have coffee with a good friend. Just make sure that you're well mentally, because if you're not well mentally, your household is not in order. Your husband isn't happy. You're not happy. Your children isn't happy. And, sometimes as women, we do so much and we too busy taking care of everybody else that we don't take care of our mental health. And we get such in a dark place to where people really don't pay attention, because they only paying attention to the things that they physically see us do. They don't see the nights where we're crying. They don't see the nights when we're just feeling like nobody understands, nobody's listening, and it leads to depression, it leads to anxiety, it leads to other mental health things. So, ladies, I would say, and I cannot stress this enough, take care of your mental health. And that's a huge part of your self care routine. Make sure every day you take time out to do something for yourself, no matter how small or minute it may seem to someone else. Take care of yourself mentally.
Um, I like to say, because when people hear the word self care, they think the simple things. They think what you're putting in your body. They think if you're exercising, if you're getting enough carbs, or you're eating too many carbs. They think that. And when I say self care, I mean it has to be 100% package. That means the people that's around you. If the people that's around you could make you feel some type of way, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally, if that happens several times, those people is destroying what you call self care, self help. Because in order to have self help, it starts with what she said, the mental capacity first. You have to be mentally sane to even want to go that route. And so when I'm speaking of self care, the environment you stepping into, where you even invite yourself to go, you know, um, what you're eating as well, like where you go to get that food. Is that building, or is that place? How is the health hazard in that place? How is the history of that place? Just like a lot of things that's just not so me, but things that you can do and involve yourself in that can deteriorate your self health. So when I say self care, make sure that you amplify in on all of these things, not just the lotion, not just the foods you putting on your body, but you actually have to go out there and think, and you have to do the homework on certain things that you're amplifying yourself in. So if you emphasize yourself into another person's situation, that can deteriorate you. Stay away from it. And so I just wanted to spread that little piece on there. So when you think self care, don't always look at the little simple logic things, but look at the things that's farther than that. It could be something that won't happen from a year from now, but long as you put yourself in that position right now, you taking care of something that's gonna eventually bring your care and your health up instead of dragging you down. Ultimately, you got to think that timing is everything too. So it don't matter if it's a year or two from now. As long as you make the right decision on that, then you go on the right route. Because something can happen a year from now that can screw your whole life up. Your life screwed up, but it took a whole year to get there. So time, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Fanny, you want to bring up the third topic we can discuss?
I would say let's discuss about having healthy relationships, whether it be a dating, marriage, friendship, whatever it is. Have a healthy support system, because the people that you have in your life, either they can build you up or tear you down. At the end of the day, you have to have people around you that are positive to you. You want people that want to pour into you, because if you got people that's constantly taken from you and you're left empty, you don't have anything else to pour into anybody else. You really don't. You're completely and totally depleted. So I would say surround yourself around healthy people, positive people, loving people, people that will love you enough to tell the truth. Because we all need a support system. Stop always thinking you have to do everything on your own by yourself because you don't. Because, like they say with children, it takes a village.
I can't wait till I get done with this right here. My bad, y'all. Go ahead.
It takes a group of people that can help you when you're feeling low, when you're feeling your best. You need that personal cheerleader because I call my support system my tribe. And these group of women, they not only pour into me, they call me out on my BS. And I learn a lot from them because they help me to see things in a different perspective. It's not always my way. Because, sometimes I get it wrong. And I don't have a problem with that because I know they love me enough to tell me the truth. Like, hey, Fanny, you know you wrong for that. You should have said it this way, or you should have did it this way. Or they help me see things in a different way. And that also helps to help me grow. And that goes back to the mental thing as well. You need people around you. Not everybody can, feel like I'm alone. Because I have the moments where I feel like I'm alone too. And I might need that at that moment. But the key factor I want everybody to know is surround yourself around healthy, positive people.
And I do want to add to that because you have to you have to give people a chance to get to know you because we don't, like I said, the way we're right now, we're all communitized. You know what I'm saying? We're a commute. And within a community, there can be so many places and spaces for what I call max men, max women, max people. And these people could fool you for so long. And if you're not there to let that person get to know you, and so that it could be vice versa, and you get to know who this person is, because eventually, God's gonna show you who everybody is. And if you're not there to put in that time, you will never know who's in your circle. So you can have so many flaws in your circle. You can have so many backstabbers in your circle. You can have people in your circle that's pretending that they support you fully. And it looks just like they're supporting you if you look at it, in the right way and in the wrong way. In all reality, you probably gonna have to find out through somebody else that this person is really dogging you behind your back. And so you don't want that type of energy because you can lose your community before it can even get built. And you can build a community that can get quickly destroyed and brought down just because one max man or one max woman. So it's important. I don't care if you spending 5 minutes, 3 minutes, go on somebody live and say what's up. Just hear how they talking. See what they talking about. Feel their vibes. If you spiritually enough, you can ultimately feel somebody vibes through their conversation, whether it's a 1 minute conversation or a 30-second conversation. And if you're not spiritually enough to feel that, then you need to do a little bit of homework and a little bit of praying, and you can find out who's who just by looking at somebody's eyes, hearing them talk, or just being around them for 2 to 3 minutes. And yeah, just give yourself time to get to know these people, and give the people enough time to get to know you. And so that's definitely what I've been focusing on to kind of build and create a circle, a community, if you would. And I call myself part of the community. I don't say, "Yo, this is my," because people come in all the time. I see them on people comment, say, "Yo, I came from the TSM community." No, no, no. You came from the community that TSM is in. I'm in it with y'all, and we all want community. So we all have to probably elaborate on the same thing, to watch for the flaws and watch for the max men and max women, because you never know who's behind your back, and you never know what they're saying. And the worst way you want to find out is through somebody else.
That's true. That's absolutely true. You have to be careful. Um, and the one thing I've learned is that you got to pay attention because everybody gives us cues what they're capable of. And sometimes you just got to pay attention. You just got to pay attention to people's hearts and their motives because at the end of the day, it's up to you to have that discernment because God all give us all that gift of discernment and you just have to pay attention to it. Don't ignore it. Don't don't ignore that what we call something told me. No, that wasn't something that told you. That was God speaking to you clearly, and it was up to you to pay attention to it. it was absolutely up to you to pay attention to it, because don't get me wrong, we all make mistakes and we all fall short. But at the same time, when you have repeated cycles, those are no longer mistakes. They call intentions. Those are intentional. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result and call it a mistake. No, those are intentional. I can't come to your house and rob you 5 times and be like, oops, I didn't know this was your house. I made a mistake. No, I intentionally robbed your house. Maybe the first time was a mistake because I didn't know it was your house, but was it a mistake the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time? No, it wasn't, because I knew that was your home. And I think too many of us, we give people passes because we may have long known them for a long time, or we know somebody who knew them, or whatever the situation may be. Sometimes you just really have to love people from afar, and sometimes it's hard loving people that you gotta let go, especially when their intentions aren't good. And that's why I said you have to have a tribe, people that love you enough to tell you a truth, positive energy. You have to have that discernment to really understand who's for you and who's not for you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I definitely agree with that. Go ahead.
I was agreeing with Betray said in the comment. He said exactly, too many passes. And Queen
Oh,
said a
absolutely.
mistake made more than once is called a decision. Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'm dealing with that. I'm literally dealing with that with people now. And it's like, for me, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm kind, like, y'all don't, it's people that literally, like, and it's people that came to me before, and it was like, yo, when you have especially when you have a conversation to get an understanding from somebody, and the result is what it wasn't supposed to be. You like, we just had this conversation, and it's people like, I ain't even really gonna mention nothing, but it's so much work that's dead up on my channel, current work, and it's like, yo, we had this conversation. As soon as the work got dead, payment's supposed to get dropped, and it's like probably 50% of those people right now I'm still waiting on payments, and it's like, yo, we just had this conversation. So was this decision purposely did because this wasn't a part of the agreement? And it's like, I'm sitting here trying to figure it out for myself. Like, was this because you grown and I'm a grown adult? We just like literally sat here and said, okay, this is what's gonna happen. This is what the job's gonna take. Once you receive this, this is what you're supposed to pay. And a result in the end, it's like, okay, you got your product. Now you telling me, okay, I got you this day, I got you that day, and it's like, yo, it's like, yo, that's the decision right there. I'm believing that's the decision that was made before, like, and so I definitely agree 100% with that. But it was like, for me, it's just like
Pick
difficult.
it
It's
up.
like, it's unbelievable that somebody would sit there and say a specific thing, and just like in the end the result is different after you just literally had this conversation. But Fanny, we definitely reached the end of this podcast. You wanna drop some inspirational words before we get up out of here for the Revive Squad and the YouTube squad?
Like I always say, people, your strength lies within.
All right, yo. I just want to let y'all know, man, that y'all doing excellent as a community, for real. I can't even stress that enough. Y'all doing perfect. I have no complaints. Usually, I'm like, yo, I need y'all to hit the likes and share this and do that, but y'all have been doing exactly that, and I'm really proud to have to be involved in a community like y'all. I'm so proud to be a part of this community. Um, you're gonna keep making great decisions to stay a part of this community. Y'all ain't about to kick me up out of here. I love y'all, man. Betray, I thank you for coming through tonight, man. Matthew, what's up? Diddy and Slim Shell, thank y'all so much, man. Queen, I appreciate y'all for being in the chat, keeping it interactive. Y'all be looking out for the next film that's about to drop, and that one gonna be hot like firecrackers, man. Y'all have a good night. Last time I didn't get a chance to play the outro, so which is the same as the intro. I just exited, but we're gonna play that now, man. So thank y'all, man, for coming.
Let's go. I got them glasses on, I'm gnarly, I'm Superman. I might just step up in the party, I'm Superman. I got the dancing like I'm Harley, I'm Superman. I got a queen with me, she Harley, I'm Superman.